Hey everybody, it's Dave from Projector People back with you today with a special projector. We are talking about the Optoma 4K UHD 4K 500. So 4K is built right into the name, so that kind of pretty much starts things off as you would expect. This is Optoma's newest foray into installation projectors, 4K capable, capable of sending out 8.3 million pixels. I will not make the mistake again of saying this is native 4K because it's not. It is a 2160p native projector, although it does use Texas Instruments DMD processor to create those 4 million pixels, which are basically indiscernible to the naked eye. So this is a 5,000 lumen HDR capable projector. It is, as I mentioned before, meant for installation, integration type situations. Obviously, because of the size of it, this is a big unit. You're not going to want to put this in your home. 5,000 lumens, like I mentioned. So this is a very bright projector. It's got a lot of really great features built into it, which I'll go through right now. It's got a 2x motorized lens, which is fantastic for flexibility of installation. It's got horizontal and vertical lens shift. It has a motorized zoom and focus lens, which is great because you don't want to get up there once it's installed and move any of that stuff around. Regarding the lens shift, 35% horizontal, 80% vertical. So that's actually pretty good. You have a wide range of motion once things are set up there to kind of get the image locked in exactly in place. It also features pure motion, which is kind of like a frame interpolation, which smooths out the images, adds frames to images for fast moving scenes to keep everything looking nice and smooth. Has some ultra detail settings for really crisp, ultra sharp depth images for when you're showing slides or anything where there's a lot of really super crisp detail you need to show off. And again, it is using the Texas Instruments chip, which we have found to be just outstanding in producing these 4K images. This is, like I said, an installation projector. It is 16:9 aspect ratio. So if you're looking for a WXGA unit or something like that, it's good to be aware that this is a 16:9 aspect ratio. So what this is really meant for is maybe like a cross use situation in a conference area. A house of worship would be a good case. Higher learning universities where you're showing a mixture of slides and really sharp text that needs to be visible. And maybe you have some 4K camera inputs that you're using on your presenters or on your worship band, and you want to showcase that resolution back to your audience and your congregation on the screen. This is going to be a really good unit for you to do that. We'll talk about the inputs in a second, but this is a beautiful projector from Optoma. It does come with a 3-year warranty, and one of the things we don't really talk about a lot on here is the warranties of projectors, but when you're buying an installation type projector, I think it is important to know about it. Optoma has a fantastic warranty program. Their 3-year express warranty, basically the first year anything goes wrong, they will send you a working unit. You send back the one that's needs help or needs repair, and that's it. You're done. You don't have to worry about it from there on. The warranty continues throughout the life of that projector. The second and third year, if anything goes wrong, they send you a working unit. You send back yours for repair, and then once yours is repaired, they send it back and you send back the other one. It's fantastic. Basically what it means is there's no long downtime for you to ship out a unit, wait for it to get there, wait for it to come back. It's just something that we don't talk about a lot, but we find that this is really fantastic. And then just as an additional benefit, if this is a projector that you're interested in and you purchase it through Projector People before the end of this year, 2017, you will get an additional 2 years on top of that warranty. So you're basically looking at a 5-year warranty on this unit, which really provides a lot of peace of mind to the end user. So just want to share that with you guys. Let's take a look at the inputs. This thing is Crestron compatible, Extron compatible. Obviously it's a DLP projector, it's HDMI 4K UHD, we talked about that. Let's run through the inputs real quick from left to right. So we have your USB power for service and firmware updates. You have your RS-232, your two dual 12-volt triggers. You have standard HDMI 1 and HDMI 3 are your 1.4 HDMIs for standard or high-def 1080p content. And then you have one HDMI 2.0, which is HDCP 2.2 compatible, 18 gigabytes per second throughput. You have your display port, you have your VGA input, you have your RJ45 for network control, and you have an HDMI out, which is really nice. You don't see that on a lot of projectors. And then additionally, if you need to have a wired remote, in case you have interference, you know, wherever you put this thing at, that's an optional feature you can get there. And then of course it does have two IR sensors, one on the top, which will be usually flipped over, and then one on the front. So your remotes can easily access it in most cases. And then your power input. So very nice and streamlined, but still very capable and ready for most installation type settings. Okay, great. We're at the front of the projector again. We have the IR sensor here in the front. You have your three mode lights. This will notify you if anything's wrong with your lamp, if you have any temperature warnings, and then obviously whether the power's on or off. You have your high optic lens here in the front, which is a beautiful lens with a nice lens cover. And then you have your vertical and horizontal shifting mechanisms here. So these are pretty nice. Obviously, once you get it done the first time, you probably don't have to do it again. This is your vertical, and you just kind of spin it. Once you get it going, you can see it moving down there a little bit. And then you spin it back up. Again, this is 80% vertical lens shift. And then your horizontal, same thing. It's actually a little bit easier than I'm making it look. I'm just kind of clumsy. And that is roughly 30% or 35% horizontal lens shift. So that's fantastic. And then for focus and zoom, all of that is powered and done through the remote, which we will take a look at right now. It is a backlit remote. Obviously you have your tube on and off. You have your geometric correction there, so that's probably for keystone correction. Different modes, you can select all your inputs very easily right there from the front, which are really nice. You can select your sources, your volume up and down, and your digital zoom. I'm sure one of these menu options, once we open this thing up, will allow us to work the manual zoom or the actual zoom of the lens and the focus. So anyway, just want to share that with you guys.